Hey everybody, it's Rich from BilletSPIN. It has been far too long and I have missed all of you tremendously. Sorry for the lack of interaction lately, just been busy with a lot of things. We did do the whistles though, and that's gone tremendously well. Appreciate all your support there. But we are back with tops. And what you're looking at here is the BilletSPIN Firefly. Hot off the presses, just made today after an excruciating suffering through prototypes. We finally got the finished product, the BilletSPIN Firefly. Now, why is it named that? Well, for you sci-fi geeks like myself, well, you'll know. But for those of you that aren't, let's just say it this way. It's a mini. It's just a regular size quarter. Yes, it is a tiny top. You want to see what it looks like compared to a normal size BilletSPIN? Boom. Evolution. Yeah, it's under 3/4 of an inch in diameter, 0.730 to be exact. This exact combo is tungsten with 7075 aluminum. Check that out. 1/8 inch carbide bearing ball. And for a weight, $16 grams. 16 grams, that's not even 3/4. That's not even 3 of these worth of weight. So it's crazy light. Now, for those of you new to minis, you say, well, what is that? Well, for BilletSPIN, we keep most of our tops over an inch in diameter. So for BilletSPIN, I would say anything I make that's under an inch would be classified as a mini. And because we just don't do many of those. We've done the Crown. For those of you that have been following us for a while, Crown was definitely a mini, but this is more of a performance. The Crown was more of an art-based top, where this top is 90% performance and 10%, the looks and the art. But I think it's a happy blend of both. So there it is. And this baby has got the weight where it needs to be. That's why we're using tungsten. I want to show you something really, really cool about this top, something that's different than any top I've made before. I want you to look at the grip. I'll tell you what, let's get even closer. Let's get right up in its business here. I want you to see how they're directional. One goes up, one goes down. Then it goes up, then it goes down, then it goes up. And when you turn it like this, it's almost like psychedelic. Check that out. Just something totally different. Now, I also want you to know that it's directional. You see that? It's made to be spun looking straight down at it clockwise because of the directional grip. So for those of you that spin counterclockwise, you say, well, I'm getting ripped off here. Well, that's not true. Well, let me explain why. Most people, and I'm going to say 90% of the people that I talk to, spin it like I do. They spin it clockwise this direction here, okay? And that's what this grip is going to be conducive to. Now, for those of you that spin counterclockwise this way, fear not. 90% of the ones that we make are going to have this grip. 10% of them are going to have the reverse, that are going to be made special just for you that spin counterclockwise. Now, there won't be as many, but there's not as many of you either. So that's the reason we're doing it. This thing, I will tell you, is absolutely one of the easiest, if not the easiest tops I've ever made to spin ever. Check this out. Now, I got a big old camera in my way. Let me see if I can. Now, one of the really neat things about having so much weight on the outside. You caught how all the holes were drilled inside here, and that relieved a lot of the weight in the core. And it's aluminum anyway, so it's really light. But the tungsten outer really, really makes it stabilize extremely fast. This top does not care on focal length. It can be a shallow lens, it can be a deep lens. This top doesn't care. There's plenty of clearance built in, but it still has a low CG. And here's the real surprise, folks. This thing is 16 grams, and I myself am getting between 15 and a little over 16 minutes every spin. Very, very, very consistent. Now you can see how crappy of a spin that was. It was all over the place, and it's already within probably, 30 seconds finding its way to center. crazy fast stabilization, just a super fun, easy top to spin. And yeah, 16 grams. And let me explain to you what the goal was. We have a couple members in the top community, Dr. Phil Gandini and I believe Mark Osgood, who came up with this criteria called the Zen factor. And basically, I wanted to do a 1-to-1 Zen factor of having the grams match the spin time in minutes. So this is around a 15.5 to 16 gram top, and I'm getting around 15.5 to 16 minutes on one of my spins. Now, so that was kind of the goal when I set out to do this. I'm very happy and very pleased with how it turned out. Now here's what you got to realize. Tungsten is tungsten. There's a reason I don't make a lot of tungsten, and that's because of the flutter. So what I did is I attached in the description of this video, there is a link to a full spin video of this exact top, and what you're going to see is at about the 12-13 minute mark, you're going to see some substantial flutter. That's just part of the nature of the beast of tungsten, unfortunately. And so I want you to watch that video before ordering, because that's what you can expect this top to behave like. You see it right now, it's spinning really good, but as it slows down, it's going to do some fluttering. I want you to know that so you can expect it. Full disclosure here at BilletSPIN, I want you to be happy and just know exactly what you're buying. So be sure you check that video out. And that one I got about 16 minutes and 10 seconds on a spin, which was pretty darn good for a top this tiny. So yeah, that's it. Now let's get right into the sales of it. This top right here, tungsten aluminum, is going to be going up www.billetspin.com July 11th, noon central, $125 plus shipping. Now, because we will put this out on Facebook already and the reception has just been amazing, I'm trying to get more tungsten. I only have so much tungsten right now at our shop. I'm trying to get more in. Now, if I don't get any more in, on July 11th, that'll be the only time these are available, and they will be limited. I'm only going to have a couple hundred of these. If I can get more tungsten in, I will offer them one time at a later date. And once they're gone, they're gone. Now, I would say the odds of me having this, getting more tungsten, is about 50-50 right now. So don't expect it. If you want to make sure to get one, be in quick on July 11th. Now here's the next thing that's going to get a little confusing. I plan on making this top in other materials. So after the July 11th release, and on that release, there's going to be the clockwise and counterclockwise grip in tungsten and aluminum. That's it. Once they're gone, that's it for that release. Then I'm going to offer them up in like stainless and copper and bronze and stuff like that. And the design will look slightly different because of the different assembly and stuff. They're not going to spin as long, so if you want the long spinner, you're looking at it right here. We'll get into some more of the decorative materials, maybe Timascus and twist Damascus, and we'll eliminate some of the holes for those materials and stuff. Just try to make it look cool. And those will be released about a week later, maybe middle of July, right around in there. And then hopefully we get some more tungsten in and I can offer this one last time. That's the way sales are going to go down. I don't know about pricing. I don't know what materials are going to be available past this one for sure. So a little vague right now, I know. I apologize for that. I'm just giving you all the information that I have at this time. So there you have it, 1/8 inch carbide bearing ball, tungsten aluminum, 16 grams. And my spin times are usually a little bit longer than most. So you can expect, over 10-minute spins if you're new at spinning. And for those of you superstar spinners and you know who you are, I'm hoping to see one of you guys break 20 minutes with this thing, and I would put money that that's going to happen. So really, really cool top, super easy to launch, and yeah, it's got a cool grip. I don't know, it's just a cute little top, the Firefly. If you guys got any questions, first off, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your continued support of BilletSPIN. And if you got any questions whatsoever, hit me up in the comments on YouTube or on Facebook. You can email us. Whatever you like, I'll try to get back to you right away. So thanks again. Hope you guys have a fantastic week.